Hello everybody, Xanaphar here, and I decided to watch the original Kamen Rider. So what is my thoughts? Well, let's first talk about the characters. Let's first talk about Tachishi Hongo. Wait a minute, this character looks very familiar. Is that Segata? Segata Satoru? It is Segata, that's awesome. Nice to see him in his most famous role. So Hongo, he is a racer and he gets captured by Shaka, getting turned into a cyborg but eventually escaping and becoming the hero Kamen Rider. One thing I find really interesting about Hongo is he's a very tragic character, because he's horrified what happened to him being turned into a cyborg. Someone that didn't know me might think that I'm an alien from a distant planet. So what's wrong with that? Does he have something against aliens? All he wants to do is just go back to his normal life. But he takes this responsibility to become a hero. And to me, that is dark and interesting. Now let's talk about Tachibana. I also recognize this actor. He's in the original Ultraman as a captain. That is really cool. He gets to play as two main characters in the two biggest first starting Toku shows. Tachibana is a wonderful character. I love his relationship with Hongo. It's very much like a father-son type of relationship. He's Hongo's teacher, mentor, and it's just really sweet to watch them together. He's one of the few characters that know Hongo's identity being the Kamen Rider, and he helps Hongo out by training him for upcoming battles. Now let's talk about Taki. Taki is an FBI agent, and we first meet him while he's getting married. And he becomes one of the main characters helping out Kamen Rider against Shaka. Honestly, Taki should have been a Kamen Rider, but doesn't matter. He still fights cyborgs as a normal human. To me, he is a Kamen Rider. I have one question. What happened to Taki's wife? Like, we see her, they get married, and then he mentioned her once, and then he does not mention her again. We never see her. I really love Taki. He's hilarious, he's a great character, and he's just really cool. Well, let's talk about the secondary Kamen Rider, Hayato Ichimonji. But before we talk about Ichimonji, we need to talk about Hongo first. Something I found out about Hongo's actor, he did film his own stunts for at least the first couple episodes. And that is badass. But he got injured. And they did try to film around it by using stock footage, but they did need a Kamen Rider replacement. So that's where Ichimonji came from. So what happened to Hongo? Well, he went off somewhere to offend a different country. So we meet this new guy called Ichimonji. He's an importer and also a Kamen Rider. And what is my thoughts on him? Now, to be honest, I don't really find him too interesting. I do think the show went a little downhill when he appeared. Not saying the episode he was in was bad. It does appear in one good episode where a character called Goro saw the Kamen Rider lose and he got injured and was having a hard time fighting his injuries. And this really affected Ichimonji, where he needed to go off to train with Taki. One thing I can really say I liked about Ichimonji was his bromance with Taki.
Taki. Hayato. Taki. Hayato. Taki. Hayato. Taki. Hayato. Taki. Hayato. Taki.
They just had really nice chemistry and were just so fun to watch their friendship. Ichimonji as a character, he's okay, just not too interesting versus the other characters. There is some women characters in this show, and they're okay, but the biggest problem I have with them is a lot of them get replaced, and I couldn't really get attached to them. There's this kid character called Goro, and at first I thought I was gonna hate him and find him really annoying, but this kid was really funny, and it sucks he got replaced by two annoying kids. Now let's talk about Shaka. Shaka has three different leaders pop up as the show goes on. And that is Colonel Zol is probably my favorite. Dr. Death I recognize playing Doctor Who, that's pretty funny, he plays two different doctors. And the Bachelor Hell. It has a really city looking costume, it looks really uncomfortable. But his last episode is really good. The henchmen, the Eat guys, they're just so funny to watch. I thought Shaka was a very fun, fitting group and I really love watching them. Now, Shaka got replaced by Gale Shaka. Them as a villain group, it's pretty much the same thing, but they have hybrid cyborgs. And their Eat guys look like the X-Men. Oh, and also they have General Blatt. He's okay. I really liked it how Gale Shaka cut out the original Shaka. It really made them felt like a threat, and I was actually worried about some of the characters. So my thoughts on the characters, I would say they're really good. The real stars, my favorites are Hongo, Taki, and Tachibana. These characters really hold the show up highly for me, and I really love them. Now let's talk about the effects. With the effects, they are not good, but they are really fun. One thing I really liked about the effects is, as the show goes on, they improved, like with Kamen Rider's design. His design improves as the show goes on, and that's something I really liked it. With some of these cyborgs, they are really goofy looking, but I can say in some shots they can be really creepy. My favorite cyborg is Cobra Man. Not because I think he's cool and awesome, no, it's because he sucks. Mainly reason why, because he's so incompetent. He loses veins in his first appearance, and then his second appearance when he gets revived, he burns the person that revived him. This guy sucks. And that's why I love him. Other two cyborgs I kinda liked it was Spider-Man and Batman, because it's just funny to say Kamen Rider fought Batman or Spider-Man. With the effects, I would say they're very fun to watch. I had a really good time watching this show with the effects. Now let's talk about the music. The Kamen Rider intro song is really good. I love this intro song so very much. And something really cool about it, Tachishi Hongo's actor actually sings the song. That's awesome. And the rest of the songs and music is also really good. This show has really good music I just really love. What do I like about Kamen Rider? I really like how this show can get pretty dark sometimes. It shows people dying, it shows how much of a threat Shaka actually is, and it's something I really liked and respect about the show. What is my final thoughts for Kamen Rider? Kamen Rider is a really great show. It's about a loss of humanity and doing what is right. And it's a beautiful piece of tokusatsu history, and I'm very happy I was able to finally watch the show, and I had a really good time watching it. I would highly recommend to check out the original Kamen Rider. Well, that is it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me down below what you think of the original Kamen Rider, and if you're new, subscribe. If you like this video, drop a like for this video. Xanathar is out.